The true San Francisco treat returns today with Ghiradelli Squares. Today we have the dark chocolate with caramel square up for review here on Walking the Candy Aisle. Hey guys, I am Jeff, and Ghiradelli has returned after almost 2 years. I'm finally reviewing another Ghiradelli product. It's been a while, but but I'm glad I am back. Oh, Ghiradelli. You know, when I lived in San Francisco, I used to totally love Ghiradelli. Partly because whenever you go into a Ghiradelli store, if you can find a Ghiradelli storefront, they give out samples, and the samples they give out are these squares. Usually, it's either the caramel, or yeah, usually it's just the straight caramel, the milk chocolate with caramel. And I gotta say, I don't really remember having the dark chocolate with caramel squares line before. But Ghiradelli makes like 30 different versions of their squares product. So it's no wonder that I wouldn't have them all. Ghiradelli is, of course, a Bay Area company that grew and grew and grew and became sort of. I personally feel like they are the mass market artisanal chocolate champions of the United States, if that makes sense. They are owned now as an arm of the Lindt company, Lindt and Spriguli. So yes, the same company that brings you your delicious Lindor truffle balls also has Ghiradelli under its umbrella. But I think that pairing them with a European company kind of makes sense because Ghiradelli doesn't make chocolate like a lot of the mass market American chocolate companies, namely, you know, Hershey's. Ghiradelli is like the craft chocolatier that lucked into getting big enough to get known. So you will find Ghiradelli, not everywhere, I don't think, in the United States. I don't think you can find it really anywhere. Maybe, I'm sure some specialty chocolate shops in Canada, but that's probably why I haven't had it in like 2 years, because you really got to be in the States to get this. And I think even if you're in the States, you're probably going to have to be in some sort of an urban center to find these chocolates. I definitely recommend Ghiradelli chocolates overall. I have reviewed a couple of these squares lines before, and I'll link to those at the end of this video. But I normally will go for the milk chocolate with caramel squares. That's this squares line are all just this. They're obviously square chocolates, and they're great because they're just singles, and they'll sell like a packet of. You can get like a bag of like 30 of these. They make great gifts. People will totally love them. It's high quality chocolate, and it's made in with care. You know, it's made with care. It's just like it's that simple. So let's give the dark chocolate. I believe this is a 60% cocoa. I couldn't find it exactly online, but I think that this is a 60%, if a little bit less even. Obviously, it's got caramel in it, so you know, and I think it's like a milk caramel. So let me give it a try, and we'll see what we've got. Yep. Just what I was expecting. So the caramel of the Ghiradelli chocolates is great. It's just the kind of caramel I like best. Gooey, in the way that Cadbury makes their caramel gooey. And sweet. Not overbearing. The dark chocolate is a little bitter for me, just a touch. But I'm not a huge fan of dark chocolate. I don't go out of my way to get it or eat it. I mostly just eat it here for reviews. And that's about it. The mix here is pretty good, except for on the edges where it's mostly just chocolate, as you can see. And like I said, I'm not a massive fan of the chocolate. I did review a straight Ghiradelli chocolate, dark chocolate square last year or 2 years ago, and I think I gave it a 3. But it's one of those things where this is a personal preference, right? I think that some people are really going to taste this and say, "Wow, that's delicious. This is a 4, a 5 out of 5, even maybe." Whereas for me, if I'm getting caramel, I think I'd rather still go for the milk chocolate caramel square. And the dark chocolate, while this is good, it's certainly better than your standard candy aisle stuff. It's it's not, you're still gonna find, if you can find Lindt dark chocolate, or I don't know what else they have in the States in terms of dark chocolate normally, but usually you'll have some kind of artisanal dark chocolate as that side section of your candy aisle, right? But this is not bad at all, especially for something that's, it kind of straddles the line between the candy aisle and the more artisanal sort of line. If you're in a Whole Foods or something, or a Trader Joe's, sure, you'll find something higher quality than the Ghiradelli dark chocolate square, but I think it's pretty good for what it is. Not really my style, but you can taste that it's made to quality, and that's really what matters. I would rather go for caramel, which I really like this caramel. I'd rather go for it with the milk chocolate. So my preference is definitely going to be the milk chocolate caramel square, but I recognize the craftsmanship that's gone into this dark chocolate square. And if you're a dark chocolate fan and you like caramel, absolutely, this is something to check out. I think Ghiradelli is a great company. I really, really respect them, and I like the work that they do. They obviously take care in their products. I can't honestly recommend them highly enough. I think that they're a really good company, and I really like what they stand for. So, we need more of this kind of chocolate out there. We just do. So this is something you should try. And if you don't think that it's your bag, well, try one of the other flavors of squares. Ghiradelli they just make good products overall, guys. That's really all there is to it. Walking the Candy Aisle is going to rate the Ghiradelli Squares Dark Chocolate with Caramel. I'm only going to rate it a 3 out of 5 because it's just not for me. But like I said, I recognize where they're coming from with it. And I think some people are definitely going to enjoy this a lot more than me. I hope that that's an informative score and that contextualizing it sort of helps a bit. This is definitely something for some people out there, and I do recommend it. So that's my take on it, guys. You let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to see more reviews, including that Ghiradelli milk chocolate caramel review, click the link, of course, that's on the screen right now. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thanks very much for hanging out with me, and have a good one. Enjoy some good chocolate. Bye.